Man, we're here for?
Why did Dad even invite him here? He shouldn't have even come. Maybe you had a little too much to drink?
Nonsense. We're here to praise Thornton.
Hey, it's not just Thornton we're here to praise. This is an accomplishment on behalf of
Yes,
the whole...
of course. I'm sure Thornton has given you the promotion you deserve. Hey, Jacob?
You of all people know Thornton.
All right, stop wasting time.
Come on, everybody. He's right. Let's all stand up. Give him a toast. Let's all stand up. Come on, Box. Come on. We're gonna toast you.
This one's for you, Thornton.
Give me that, you drunk. Come on, let's go.
All right. A toast to the one, the only, great Thornton Fox.
Cheers. Cheers. Cheers.
Mr. Fox. Mr. Fox.
Dad?
Boss!
Thornton!
Mr. Fox.
What? Oh my gosh!
Whoa!
Out of the way, everybody, get back! Get back! Mr. Fox.
Gosh, will somebody please call for help?
What's going on? Is he choking?
He's not choking. Mr. Fox! I'm afraid Mr. Fox is dead.
No, what just happened?
Mr. Jones, go get the conductor. Mr. Jones!
I'll do it.
Through that door, Connor. Tell him to alert the authorities that we need medical help. And the police!
Wait, did you say the police? Are you insinuating this is a crime scene?
The police always need to know. It's standard.
I don't know, but Mr. Fox's death was so acute and violent, my theory would be something was put into his drink. Intentionally.
What?
Please, I must insist, no one touched or served anything around the body.
What's going on here?
Conductor, people have just witnessed a violent crime, and I must insist that nobody leave this car.
Of course, sir.
Wait, what? Why? Because you are all now suspects in the murder of Thornton Fox.
Oh my God.
Do you have any idea on how this happened?
I have my theories.
What am I supposed to tell the authorities? Mr. Fox was a very important man. They're gonna want to know how he died. On my train, I can lose my job.
Conductor, don't worry. I won't let that happen. You see, I used to be a former detective, and I'm relatively close to the situation. I feel like I have the ability to find the culprit of this crime.
In that case, anything you can do to make sure the authorities don't start pointing fingers at the wrong people. I'm sure Mr. Fox had a lot of enemies, considering the kind of person he was.
Regardless of what kind of man he was, his murder still deserves justice. But I will need your help, though.
I'm at your service. What do you need?
I'll need your help organizing a list of people and when to question them. We'll need to gather enough essential facts. The murder could be any one of them.
Of course, sir.
I know you planned it.
What are you talking about?
You hated him.
I hated him no more than anyone else here. You're being a bit Traumatic.
Dramatic? Dramatic? I loved him!
Sure you did.
Whoa, what's going on here? Everything all right? Let's just calm down for a minute, okay? Now, you all may not know me very well, but Conductor Cruz has asked me to help him with the investigation of this murder, given my past experience as a detective.
And why should we trust you?
Because there's no reason for me to lie to any of you. You see, murder is the most serious of crimes, and all crimes require an aberration of the natural inclinations, and murder requires the most. You see, every day we meet people the world would probably be better without, but we don't shoot them. To look into a man's eyes and snatch his very breath is something very rare indeed. So, let us find the crack. I'll need to meet with each and every one of you and conduct a series of investigations. We will be arriving shortly, within an hour or so. So we'll need to conduct these very quickly, until we find the person or the culprit that break natural law. Once we do, we will bring them to justice.
Justice?
What was that?
Nothing, detective.
Okay, we'll start with the family first. Maria, we'll start with you. Everyone else, please, give your phones to the conductor. We cannot have this leaking to the press before we arrive. Maria, follow me. Please, take a seat. How would you describe your relationship with Mr. Fox?
I was his ex-wife.
Did you harbor any animosity towards him?
Like I said, I was his ex-wife.
So, is that a yes?
We had a less than amicable divorce and a messy parenting relationship after that. I guess you could say we weren't the best of friends.
I see.
I guess that's pretty standard, I would say.
When was the last time you saw Mr. Fox?
When he was murdered?
Miss Fox, please, if you could at least attempt to be a little bit more cooperative.
Before this, Dr. Janice, the last time we spoke was at our daughter's graduation.
And why haven't you changed your last name?
Why should I?
Well, if your relationship was as strained as you say it was, I can't imagine why you want to keep it, with your memory and all.
I was still a part of the Fox Corporation. Even though we weren't married anymore, I still held a lot of power. And it's not like Thornton was thinking of remarrying, and no future wife of his would have cared.
You don't think he wanted to remarry? Well, what about Jolie?
Oh, please. That little girl? She's only a few years older than Junie. She has nothing to offer, except for maybe youth. But she's nothing in comparison to me.
What do you mean by that?
He wasn't the one who asked for a divorce. I was. Sure, how was the meeting? I didn't know you invited your secretaries to the meetings now. Why would she need to take notes for a private meeting? Give it a rest, Thornton. I know you weren't at a meeting. I stopped by the office and Sharon wasn't there. When I asked Gulliver, he said you had left for the evening. Don't blame him. You're the cheater here. Save it, Thornton. I know we don't love each other anymore, and we haven't for a long time, and I am simply uninterested in saving this wreck of a marriage. Don't play innocent here. Sensitive? Thornton was emotionally abusive. He gaslit me constantly. When we first got married, I ignored it. I told myself he really did love me, but he just didn't know how to show it. But as time went on and I had Junie, I just distanced myself from him, and I just didn't want her to experience what I had. This has gone on long enough, Thornton. I'm done. What is that supposed to mean?
Wait, if he threatened to take it all away, why are you still part of the company?
I had my own leverage. If you try to cut me out of the company, I will make sure you never see your daughter again. You'll never remarry. I have my own money, Thornton. I know you don't get this, but I don't need you. I never have.
Nothing without.
And you'll be nothing without me. No heir, no loving wife, no one to cover up your mistakes. You'll be a failure of a man. Don't even think of underestimating me, Thornton. If you try to take everything away, I'll ruin you. I'll make sure everyone finds out the truth about this family, how you cheat your employees, the bribery, the blackmail. Your daughter will be ashamed to share a last name with you, and... Why not? You don't care about her. All you care about is the money. You don't care about me at all. You'll never find someone to put up with you the way I did. I'm the best you could have ever had. You'll never find love again, Thornton.
Wait, so you used your daughter to manipulate him?
I didn't use her. I did it for her.
You manipulated him.
No more than he did. I had
You
every
say
right to.
that he cared about money more than anything else, yet you used your own daughter to make sure you didn't lose any money either.
I was trying to protect our future.
But you're not close to your daughter, are you?
She's an adult now. She has her own life.
So you hate this man for the emotional manipulation, yet you treat your daughter the same way. Your hypocrisy is inexcusable. You say he can't love, yet you don't seem to know how to love either.
I know what love isn't, and it's not what he created for this family.
You never remarried?
Is this relevant?
Why? Are you unpleasant, unhappy, untrustworthy, a drinker?
I drink every night.
Okay, then why?
I don't know. Nobody wants a woman who still carries her ex-husband's last name. They all think I haven't moved on. They don't want a woman with baggage. I thought it would be easy to move on, but I still wish things would have worked out differently. I hated him for such a long time. I wouldn't kill him. I thought I would feel free if he was gone, but I actually miss him.
Sometimes we just miss the person we think someone could have been. That's all, Maria. Thank you.
Well, did she do it?
Oh my God, shut up, Gulliver.
Now I get why Thorne fired you.
Excuse me?
Hey, okay, that's enough. Mr. Jones, please, take a seat. Connor, please try not to instigate the situation.
Sure, man.
Junie, follow me, you're next. Please, take a seat. Is Junie? Junior?
I go by Junie. I hate my name. My dad wanted a boy, you know?
Oh, well, how are you doing?
Well, I just saw my dad die, so considering all that, pretty great, I guess.
I see you have your mother's sarcasm.
What?
Nothing, never mind. I thought I asked you to give your phone to the conductor.
Oh yeah, I had an extra one.
Would you please be so kind not to use it for now?
Yeah, sure, whatever.
Okay. Let's start over. How would you say your relationship was with your father?
It's whatever. He was my dad, you know?
Not sure I understand what you mean.
Just like that. He paid for anything I wanted, gave me a job, typical dad stuff. We weren't super close, if that's what you mean.
Well, that is what I meant.
He gave me like anything I wanted, but he didn't love me, which was fine with me. I just needed a job after I graduated college. Get me?
No, I'm not sure I follow.
What I'm trying to say is I hated him, but obviously not enough to kill the guy. Isn't that what you're asking?
Well, hate is a very common motive for murder.
I feel like in order to hate somebody enough to murder them, you'd have to love them to some degree. Me and my dad never had that. It was a purely transactional relationship type deal.
Transactional how?
He paid for anything I wanted, and I smiled big for the pictures.
This still hasn't convinced me of anything.
Look, committing an actual murder takes a ton of planning, and I don't have time for that right now. I barely had time to pass my classes. To be honest, I don't know if I passed my classes by myself or if my dad paid them off. But I don't really care. What I'm trying to say is I'm not about to put all this effort into killing somebody I barely even care about.
Well, you could have paid someone to do it for you.
Do you hear yourself? He's my dad. I wouldn't hire a hitman. That's crazy.
Wait, you said it yourself, you barely even cared about him.
Yeah, well, now that he's gone, I'm gonna have way more work to do back at the company. So another reason why your accusation is literally so stupid.
Okay, all right.
Who accuses someone's daughter like that? No
Okay,
manners, I swear.
all right, I get it. That's all the questions I have. You can go now.
Can I use my phone now?
Sure. What a waste of time.
So how's the investigation going? Do you know who might have done it yet? Or?
So far, I've only interviewed his ex-wife and his daughter. And believe me, there was no love lost between them for Mr. Fox. But I'm not sure if that's enough motive.
But, what motivates anyone to commit murder?
Anger, bitterness, hatred, which they all had towards Mr. Fox at one point or another.
But would that drive them to take the life of this man?
Possibly. You see, they were both guilty for hating him and how he treated them. But in the end, they both just became him.
Well, the Bible does say that. And whatever you judge a person, you pretty much condemn yourself. For you who judge pretty much practice the same things. The things that people hate the most about others, if they're not checked in their hearts, that's eventually what they become.
Well, regardless of what kind of man Mr. Thornton was, his murder still deserves justice.
Why would I want something to drink from here? For all I know, every drink back there is filled with poison.
Oh, man, I'm just doing my job here.
What's going on?
I'm out of here.
Julie, is everything all right?
Is everything all right? No, somebody just killed my Thornton. Who
Thornton?
did it?
Oh, please, Jolie. I know you both are so in love.
Look, I feel like such a prisoner here. Somebody just killed my Thornton, and you don't even know who did it yet.
Well, that's what I'm in the middle of doing. As a matter of fact, you're next on my...
No, I just told you I feel like a prisoner here, and you haven't figured out anything.
Well, no one can really leave right now. You see, there was a murder, so there is a murderer. And if there's a murderer, he's here with us right now.
There's a murderer here with us right now?
Does anybody else...
Oh my God!
I'll go.
Jacob, come on,
Oh my
let's
God,
go.
oh my God.
You're pathetic. And detective, thank God you got me out of there.
Why?
I was tired of being in that room with that body for so long.
It bothers you seeing his body?
Oh, seen any body, really. Never seen a dead man before. It's kind of wild. 1 second you're with him, next thing you know, he's dying till he's blue in the face.
Is this really a time for drinking?
Oh, detective, it's always a time for drinking. Besides, look at my situation. My boss just died, which means I'm out of a job. There's been a crime, and you're looking at me like I did it.
I've made no such allegation. You knew him well, so I'm here to collect the essential facts. Why would you be out of a job? Aren't you two equal partners?
No, anything but equal. If it were up to Thornton, I would be nothing more than a glorified assistant, doing all his dirty work, taking out the trash, laundry, all those sorts of things.
So, Thornton took care of the majority of the business? Is that what you're saying?
No, that's not what I'm saying at all. Thornton had no head for the medical side of the company, had no head for business, accounting, none of it. I was the one who found most of the employees to work on research and developing new technologies. Although, this one time he did have them work on an idea he came up with himself.
You mean the one Mr. Jones helped create? How long have you been working for him?
About 5 years now. I started because I was interested in pharmaceutical work. But I wasn't a fan of big pharma. So when I found out about Fox Corp's finding newer, safer ways to help people, man, I was all on board. Mr. Fox knew I wanted to help people, so as long as I had the ideas, he funded them.
Okay, so you were fond of him.
No, I wasn't fond of Mr. Fox. I was fond of Mr. Fox's money. Mr. Fox was rude, demanding, outright disrespectful, and most likely a felon. But hey, my hands are at the cleanest, so I'll hold my tongue on those matters. I guess I'm not doing myself any favors telling you I couldn't stand the guy, am I?
Well, on the contrary, I might be more suspicious if you were overly emotional. When was the last time you spoke to him? Before this train wreck?
About 2 weeks ago. We hadn't talked much because I didn't agree with the recent direction he decided to take Fox Corp in.
How so?
Well, 2 weeks ago, he named Junie as successor to take over the company.
And why did this upset you?
Hey, I ain't say I was upset. Look, me and Junie get along real well, especially since her father put her in one of the departments I oversee. But she didn't deserve to start off in a corporate position, like anybody else. I mean, I was the one who helped her throughout college. I mentored her through all of her classes, even told her which major would suit her best based on our company. But, nevertheless, she's rude. She's rude, and she's not hardworking, and she's lazy. She's a spoiled brat. And I clean up most of her messes just so no one finds out. I do that all to make sure Fox Corp runs nice and smooth. But you know what's the worst part about that all, Detective? Is I didn't even find out from Thornton himself that she was taking over the company. I found that all out from Gulliver. Gulliver, can you believe that?
So you're angry?
Detective, do you know how terrible it feels to work so hard for something and still not get paid enough for it?
Paid enough? Don't you make millions?
I deserve more. I should be up there with Thornton, right on top. Probably even making more than he does. But instead, I'm just a glorified assistant that he likes to push around. He wants all the glory, but I deserve it more than he does.
Huh. So you're an angry, greedy man. And with Thornton dead, you'll finally get the money and the recognition you deserve?
Not like that. Look, Junie wouldn't have taken over the company for a couple of weeks anyways. So in the meantime, I was going to convince Thornton to give me more responsibility and a lot more pay. But with everything that's transpired today, it looks like I have no choice now, do I?
Why do you think you deserve so much? I mean, you said it yourself, you just pay people to do the work for you, just like Thornton.
Yes, but I pay them what they deserve, Detective.
See, I heard lots of blackmail goes on behind closed doors at Fox.
No.
A lot of employees stay because they have to, not because they're very well compensated.
Oh, come on, Detective. That's garbage and you know it. I have no idea what you're talking about.
No?
No!
Huh. That's funny. Because I think you do, Jacob.
No, come on.
You see, all you ever wanted was money, power, and glory. And you'll do anything to get that. Even if it means taking it away from poor, unsuspecting people who are hard workers, and you'll do anything to get that what you need. And you know what? Now that I think about it, you clean up Junie's messes not because you care about her. Huh. You clean up after her because she works in your department. And now that I think about it more, you have the perfect motive. With Thornton at the head of the company, you have everything to lose. But with him gone, you have everything to gain.
Oh,
You
come
see,
on.
you're a greedy man. And greed is an ugly sin that can never be fully satisfied. You think money will satisfy you, Jacob? But it never will.
Oh, Detective, come on now. You're really starting to get on my nerves, you know that? You know, I was kind of rooting for you at first. The detective comes in, comes out of nowhere. But now that I realize it, you're over here making faulty allegations, questioning my moral decisions, like if you have any ground to stand upon. Don't you think you're getting a little off topic? I thought you were here to find out who killed Thornton.
I'm here to uncover all your dirty lies that you conceal so well. There is nothing, no secret that will keep hidden. No, nothing hidden that will come to light. The truth always comes out.
Come on, detective! You really think you're gonna be over here talking to me like this, acting like you have any place to stand upon? You wanna know who I am? You wanna want something from me? Let me tell you who I am. I'm Jacob Moore, and there's no way you're gonna talk to me like that. So you want the truth? Well, I hate to break it to you, but I have no truth here for you. So you can go and look for that truth somewhere else.
Hey, everybody get back.
What's going on?
No, everybody stop. Get
You're
back.
supposed to
make us feel safe.
Get back. Get back.
Until we go. Judy, are you okay?
Everybody. Oh my gosh. Get back.
What's going on? First Thornton, now Jacob?
This doesn't make any sense.
This makes perfect sense.
Then explain it to
I
us.
can't. I can only pull back every twisted layer and slowly unravel the lies. Only then will the truth come out on who the real murderer is.